Back in the early 2000s, BMW did something completely mad. They built a car that made accountants buy helmets and dentists start heel and toeing into work. It was called the BMW M3 E46, and it was absolute witchcraft. See, on paper, it didn't look that special. A neat little coupe with 4 seats, a modest wing, and a badge your dad probably had on his company car. But underneath, it was a psychopath in a tailored suit. The heart of this lunatic was a 3.2-litre straight 6, the S54, an engine so perfectly balanced it could probably hum Beethoven's Fifth if you asked nicely. It revved to 8,000 ERPM, screamed like a banshee, and made 333 horsepower back when that number actually meant something. It wasn't turbocharged, it wasn't all-wheel drive, it was just raw, a howling rear-wheel drive grenade with leather seats and a navigation system that barely worked. And yet somehow it was civilized. You could drive it to the shops, pick up your mum, and she'd think, what a lovely, sensible BMW. Then 10 seconds later, you'd downshift, floor it, and she'd be pinned to the seat screaming, slow down! It wasn't the speed that made it special. It was the way it moved. Every time you turned the wheel, you felt something mechanical, alive, as if tiny Bavarian elves were relaying messages through the steering rack. It didn't just respond, it anticipated you. It was that rare kind of car that didn't need to prove anything. It didn't boast. It didn't need flames or fake noises. It just was. You could drift it, cruise it, or take it apart in your garage with a single spanner and a dream. It made even bad drivers feel like heroes. This was a car that didn't just go fast, it felt fast. Every movement, every gear change, every twitch of the rear end, it all talked to you. And if you didn't listen, well, it would spin around and throw you into a hedge faster than you could say traction control. On the Nürburgring, it was unstoppable. Light, balanced, and sharper than a samurai sword made of caffeine. Ferraris hated it. Porsches respected it. And people who drove it started talking about steering feel as if it were a religion. But here's the thing. BMW didn't know they were making a legend. They just wanted to build a car that felt right. And by some miracle of German engineering and mild insanity, they nailed it. Then, of course, progress happened. Turbochargers, automatic gearboxes, efficiency, and suddenly the M3 became polite, quieter, safer, boring. The E46 was the last M3 that looked you in the eyes and said, right then, let's see if you're any good. No excuses, no drive modes, just you, 8,000 RPM, and a small chance of death. Today, it's worshipped, not just by collectors, but by anyone who remembers when BMWs were built by lunatics, not lawyers. Because the E46 wasn't just a car, it was a handshake between man and machine.